What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. We have a video from the dog GMF. You know what I'm saying? Shout out him. These superpowers are a scam. Please subscribe. Make sure you hit that noti bell, both here and on Twitch. Always, always, always. Prefer to like because it's easy to forget and be like a non-active or like a passive YouTube consumer. But those likes really do helps push the video, all types of stuff. So I really appreciate it if y'all went down below and liked. And while you're there, check the link in the description for the Discord com. That'll help you get notified every time I go live and every time I upload on YouTube, which we do double uploads. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We do uploads at 12 and then uploads at 6 my time, CST. As always, I got 24 hours to do 3 good deeds. Make sure y'all boys drinking some water, getting some sunlight, and getting some good sleep. Yeah, man. Keep your head up, man. It's a great day. Smile a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm missing any bells and whistles or kit and caboodles. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Talk to me.
Some superpowers seem amazing until they ruin your life. You don't always get the Omnitrix, supermagnetism, or teleportation. Sometimes you're stuck with powers that are useless, dangerous, or straight up depressing. Let's break down the most overrated, tragic, and downright scam superpowers in Ben 10 and all of fiction. And at the end, I'll reveal what might be the worst superpower ever imagined.
I'm gonna try to come up with like the silver lining for these powers. We gotta take the positive approach.
It all starts with Mealy Mouth. No, really. In the X-Men comics, there is a girl named Irina, aka the Choir. And she has really similar powers to Mealy Mouth. You see, she has many mouths on her neck. And what do? Well. Nothing. She can speak with multiple voices at once and can make sounds come from various different locations. I mean, it could be a great superpower in an occasion where you need a crazy disruption or strategy. And maybe if I'm planning on having a karaoke night. But what do I do when the -10 shows up for a brawl? Unless they're weak to an acapella, I'm pretty sure she's going to be useless. No wonder her wiki page is shorter than Tyler 1. Speaking
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I was trying to find a silver lining, but like these really are bottom of the barrel type powers. Like multiple mouths, gang. I'm trying to think of like weapon or a tool you can use with multiple mouths. Like that's the only like useful, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got superpowers already, like what Black Canary got.
of strange powers, meet Trevor, iGuy's long-lost mutant cousin. Now, Trevor isn't going to be the guy to clutch up in a battle against the -10 like iGuy, but just like him, he has multiple eyes. It's nothing as cool as Gojo's 6 eyes or iGuy's powers that shoot cool lasers and ice. No, Trevor has multiple eyes that can allow him to see in every direction. Now, that's actually a pretty good ability so that you can avoid being sneak attacked, but it's pretty much bad for everything else. If you're put into a fight against an above average human with this as your superpower, you are literally cooked. Classic series Gwen and Grandpa Max will destroy you with minimal difficulty, but nothing so far tops what this alien can do. The worst, or an atrocious, yes, that's the alien species name, has an incredible immunity to damage. He is literally invincible. That sounds pretty awesome, but just like Captain Man, he can't be hurt, but he feels absolutely everything. No, that seems fine and dandy when it comes on to stopping
that's not that good. Like invulnerability with like your pain receptors on is like crazy, because like, for example, if you're a superhero and someone ups a gun on you and you get shot, you might be able to survive the pain because like you're invulnerable, right? But you get to higher levels of pain and you'll just pass out. Your brain won't allow you to. Like, you'll have to like, to make it useful, you have to like up your pain tolerance.
Street level problems, like maybe a regular crook or something. But come on, what will Captain Man do against literal Vilgax drones? He'll probably get packed up by Grandpa Max as well, and that's a pretty basic superpower. But horrible superpowers can even come from great ones like flight. Now imagine you have cool abilities like Stinkfly. You can zip around in the air, you have 360-degree vision with your extra bug eyes, you can even shoot super sticky goo that can apprehend foes that are way way above your weight class. Well, be introduced to Kite Man. He has the super ability of flying and controlling kites, but he's pretty much lackluster in everything else. No combat specialty, no sticky goo, and overall he is just really unimpressive.
Ew.
But he seems to get beaten.
He needs to talk with Batman and make some tough kites, like with Gatling joints on it or something, bro. Like, you feel me?
By Solomon Archer, who has actually one of the most interesting superpowers ever. He has a psychic link to his 18-wheeler, and it enables him to control this truck in any way he sees fit, even enabling him to go to space. Now, this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in fiction ever. I mean, Upgrade can already control any form of technology once it's merged with it, but his technopathy is only linked to controlling his truck. But it doesn't get worse than Marvel's first attempt at creating a diverse cast by introducing a hero known as the Black Bomber. Now, I know Dr. Umar is watching me while I say this, but this is actually a white man with the ability to transform.
I remember this. He has the ability to transform into a black man, and he gets like a fro or something, bro.
Form into a black man when he's under stress. No cool shape-shifting abilities like Mystique. No cool anything. Overall, he just gains darker pigment and
as long as they don't see him transform, he gets into shape too, from what the image looks like. He got into shape from 1 to 2.
When he's under stress.
So
no
peak above average human physiology, but like yelling black power is insane. Like, if no one sees him when he activates it, they're just like, he's a weird little guy. But if they see him while activating it, it's like, okay, this is weird.
Overall, he just gains darker pigment and an afro. Now that we're still stuck in pre-2000 superpowers, we can talk about one of the lamest methods of size alteration, which is from this lady known as Big Bertha. She has the ability to go from a slender, sleek fashion model into becoming a plus-sized superwoman. And that's it. That's the entirety of her powers. I thought maybe she could become a giant, but no, all she does is put on 400 pounds and that's it. But it's only downhill from here. Apparently Professor X runs a daycare for cursed children, because here comes Pyro. Let me paint you a vivid picture of what his abilities can do. Imagine Heat Blast, being able to control fire, but he has no fire resistance, can't create his own fire, and isn't nearly as cool.
It's kind of lame. It's kind of lame. Well, I mean, there's people like that in Fire Force, but it's kind of lame when like your power is to manipulate something and you can't also generate it, unless it's like air, where it's like, okay, it's everywhere, or water, just keep water on you, or like earth. Like fire is hyper specific. I mean,
he's basically like the firebenders from that Avatar movie. Now, if he has a fire source, he's pretty dangerous, but with no fire source, you're just a normal chill guy. Then we have Forget-Me-Not. Amazing name, but super tragic power. Now, Ben 10 in itself has its fair share of psychics and memory wipers, like Hypnotic and Subliminal. However, Charles Xavier's school has the lamest guy ever. You see, Forget-Me-Not's powers work like this. As soon as you stop looking at him, you forget that he exists. This is probably really good for stealth missions, but terrible for everything else. He could save the world and no one would remember him. What were we talking about again? Anyways, we can talk about one of the most controversial powers on this list, which is super strength. Now, before you guys crucify me in the...
Know what he's gonna say? He's gonna talk about super strength without like super durability. So like your bones can't handle it. If you punch something really hard, your bones can break. It's like, think about what Deku had to deal with without someone like Recovery Girl can just heal you on a whim. That is why, for example, powers like super speed you don't want unless you get them with like the Speed Force, or you get them like how Sonic has them, where it's like it's from your physiology, which means your perception is amped, and for whatever reason your durability is also amped, so you can hit things at that speed. It's like as a singular superpower. Like you would think, okay, the reflexes are necessary because you're running really fast, but perception isn't. Not every speedster can see things like, you know, as they get faster, slower and slower, they have to like train it. So it's like, yeah, even though they seem linked, you kind of need other like many little powers to like make that one power as useful as it can be.
Comments, please let me explain why super strength is not a great superpower. Super strength has many different tiers in superhero television and every facet of fiction. One thing to note is that it is everywhere. It's very common, it's very boring, and rarely are you ever the strongest person in your piece of fiction. Let's take for example this guy, Captain Adam, who actually has super strength.
He's one of the funniest of all time. Boom, you're done. Boom, you're done. Then Batman sat there and doxed him. Ain't your name like Troy? Ain't you Nathaniel? Be like, he doxed the mess out of him, bro.
Strength. He tried fighting Superman and he got folded in the quickest way possible. Being strong is cool until someone else who's a lot stronger than you shows up. Now let's get to the real dumpster tier. Starting off with this transparent kid made of wax. Now his power sounds pretty cool. Maybe he's like Goop, who's one of Ben's best aliens in Alien Force, or a cool Clayface or something that can shapeshift. No. He is just a wax guy, and he also is very flammable. That's it, a fire hazard, lady repellent, and he's literally just a human candle. However, someone who is very good with the ladies is Ripjaw's best friend, Aquaman. As powerful as he is made out in the movies, like he knocked out a Green Lantern, which is pretty cool. Breathing underwater is
he's pretty strong in most iterations. Like power scaling. Depending on like the versions, you can probably put Wonder Woman above Superman because she doesn't have the kryptonite weakness. You just gotta tire her out. But Wonder Woman and Superman pretty much interchangeable. With Prep Time Batman, but like we're going Batman not including this list. It's like Wonder Woman and Superman interchangeable. Then you have your Martian Manhunter just because his powers are busted, and then you have like your Aquaman and your Green Lantern because he does have super strength. He is kind of fast, chat. It's like it's like Steve in like Black Panther, right? When like they were doing the running and stuff. Black Panther seems cooler, but they have pretty much the same kit. Aquaman is stronger than most humans. He's like a Thor variant. Instead of Asgard, he comes from Atlantis. You feel me? Blonde hair, superhuman physiology. You feel me? I'm just saying.
Still a stupid, useless superpower. Maybe if you have to fight Plankton or SpongeBob, it will be useful, but how often is a superhero asked to do that? And even if you can talk to fish, what crimes are fish committing that require me to ever need to do that in any situation? Pretty useless superpower if you ask me.
Unless Atlantis exists, there's no city for you to live down there and need to talk to animals. So yeah, it's pretty lackluster.
All this talking about the oceans got me feeling for ice cream. You guys like ice cream, right? Well, I have someone with a superpower for you. Meet Soft Serve, whose entire superpower is making ice cream, but with my ass. Dude, her entire skill set is that she makes delicious ice cream with her butt. Who wrote this, man? I'm pretty sure Rexplode would not approve of this, but Billy Hoskins would probably try to one-up her with his superpower. He is a mutant with the specialty of creating explosions. Not the cool kind like Gambit or Rexplode. He is only good at turning himself into a bomb. And after he explodes, he does not come back. He doesn't survive. He doesn't regenerate. He just dies. Imagine being a super suicide bomb that needs a permission slip to go on a field trip. Well, congratulations, Bailey. At least you got to wear one of the X-Men uniforms. So, what do you think is the worst superpower? Drop it in the comments, and if it's bad enough,
I think it probably had to be the explosive one because you're just a regular. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll probably still put like the eye power. It's still more useful than the mouth power. That is like powers where like you're still pretty much a human, like the dude who can explode, but like he damages himself. Powers like that are useless, but he still looks human. So it's like he can live a regular life. The mouth power, not so much. You gotta have to wear a scarf every time, like everywhere you go. The eye power is weird too, even weirder because they're everywhere, but it's better in terms of functionality because you can potentially close those eyes. Still looks weird, but potentially close those eyes. But two, I think it's a better power than just having multiple mouths in different places. But yeah, that was a tough video from the dog GMF. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. As always, Discord comments linked in the description. If you want to see content involving like anime, comics, cartoons, like ball knowledge when it comes to media. Let me know. Ooh, we got angel numbers on likes. 333. Yeah. That's gonna be all for me though. Peace. Can't wait to see you next time.